Here we go again. Same old shit, just a brand new day. Here we go again. You know the rules of the game when we play how we play. 2K back at it again. So the contest rules for the NBA 2K17 Pro Tournament were released today. They were announced, it's on Twitter, it's on Operation Sports. Ronnie 2K tweeted about it, so everybody knows it, right? So basically, this is for North America only. If you're in the United States and Canada, you could play, except for some reason, states like Connecticut, Maryland, North Dakota, and Arizona. Why? I'm not sure. If you know why, let me know in the comment section. Also, if you live in Canada and you live in Quebec, you can't play in the tournament. So I don't know why it's that. Let me know in the comments if you know why. But that's already an L right there. Second thing is, right, the first tournament round starts on December 31st, which is a Saturday. Now Saturday makes sense. Seems like everyone's more available on Saturday. 12 p.m. Eastern time to about what? I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern time. So that makes sense. But that's New Year's Eve as well. I'm not sure there's going to be a lot of people playing. I mean, some people got some things to do on New Year's Eve. But I assume a lot of people are going to be home anyways. But it's still New Year's Eve, man. You're going to be inside playing 2K all day. Damn. But let's get on to the tournament, right? Basically, this tournament is the same scoring system as last year, man. So 2K doesn't learn. And the thing about this, right? It's like this. It's literally the same thing. You have qualifying days, and there's 5 different qualifying days again this year. Each qualifying day, the top 3 teams that have the most scoring points, which to score you have to win games, and you have to get A pluses and stuff like that. Honestly, the scoring system, no one really understands like how stuff is scored, man. Obviously, the whole team has to get an A plus. But can you really measure how good a team is versus another team? It should just be an elimination tournament, man. Like, how hard is it to have an elimination tournament? Just have every single team play each other, and once they're eliminated, every single member of that team that plays is done for the rest of the tournament. So once you play in a game for a qualifying team, and you lose in that game, that whole team and all its members are eliminated from the entire tournament. That would be so much easier to do, because it's not like you can change teams anyway, so just eliminate the entire players. But instead, we have the scoring system again, and once you lose on that day, you can no longer play that day. And see, this is the problem with 2K, right? It really shouldn't be like that, right? Honestly, it should be if you lose once, you're out of the tournament, like I said. But if you lose once on that day, you could come back and play the next week on the following Saturday. So, scoring system takes the 3 top reps each Saturday from the PS4 side and the Xbox One side. So we're doing this again. Cross-platform play, cross-play between platforms. Listen, it just doesn't work because there's no cross-play between the PS4 and the Xbox One. And you remember last year, right? When they had the tournament and they had the finals going on. When they transferred and they tried to recreate the Xbox characters, it's not going to be the same, man. It's just not going to be the same. Like, I don't understand why they don't understand this. To create a new My Player from a My Player that they already had on their system, it's going to be completely different. Not only that, Xbox players are going to be using DualShock controllers, so it's like they're not even used to it, man. Unless they have a PS4 to use a DualShock 4 on the PC, they're not going to be used to a DualShock 4 controller. So out of the bat, not only that, if you really think about it, right, let's be real. Competition on PS4 is more steep than the Xbox One. So if you play on the Xbox One, you already have an advantage because there are less players on the Xbox One. Now, I'm not saying like Xbox One players should be excluded, but if you got 2 controllers like me, you usually be fine with playing, on either console. But they still should not allow you to be cross-playing like that, man, for the finals. Because listen, PS4, like I said, more players, way more players. It's not even a debate. There's more players on PS4. Xbox One less players. If you wanted to make a tournament like that, then have a separate Xbox One finals and have a PS4 finals, so you know it's more balanced out. But they didn't do that. Now here's another problem with this tournament, right? 2K is so trying to get into esports, but they failed to fix their game's problems, man. Last year we already knew the problems in the game and they didn't fix it for the tournament. This year there's still problems in this game that need to be fixed, and not only that, man. You see, if 2K wants to make a tournament, they need to make the shooting consistent. Stop going into the game and doing these tuning updates. I don't even understand why 2K does it. It was perfectly fine before. 4 weeks ago, it was fine. It was fine a month ago when they included that new tuning update where you got less green releases and you made less. First of all, I can't even make any fades anymore, man. None of my fades are green. Shit is crazy. A shot creator with a 94 off the dribble 3 can't even make his off the dribble 3s when he's wide open. What kind of nonsense is this, man? Hot spots all over the court. You know, all that stuff. All that good stuff. All the Hall of Fame badges. 30 badges and he's still missing wide open threes. Fading away with the Shot Creator Pro badge. Insane. And not only that, right? Here's another thing that 2K is not going to address. Now, you know how you get the Superstar 1, you get new player upgrades. Superstar 3, you get new player upgrades, right? So what is 2K going to do about the people who glitch their players to a 98 overall and they're not even Superstar 1 or Super... By the way, not even Superstar 1, because Superstar 1 wouldn't give you a 98. Not even Superstar 3, but they have a higher overall player. Are they going to do anything about that? Or are they going to let that slide? Because that's another advantage. Now, some people might be like, well, that's a small advantage, Waffleman. You're only getting 5 more attribute upgrades. Nigga, an advantage is an advantage. If it's not balanced out, it's not esports. It's not really competitive, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. So, all in all, I think 2K is dropping the ball on this again, man. Because they're not addressing issues. And for this to be, you know, happening, it needs to be consistent. Not only that, this tournament starts in about 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to get your shit together. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I'm out for now. Disappointed. And peace.